You know, if you've been thinking, I might get me a gas grill, or even, I wonder what all gas grills can do, then this video is for you. Monument Grills reached out to me and asked me to do a review of their newest and most popular grills. So that's what I'm gonna do. And so here they are. The Mesa II 415BZ, the Denali 605 Pro, and the Eminence 605. These are their newest and most popular grills. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do a quick features and benefit for each one of these grills, and then I'll do a quick cook on each one of them too. That way you can see which one of these best suits you. And if you're in the market for a gas grill right now, I pretty much guarantee you, or at least theoretically guarantee you, you're bound to find one of these to suit you perfectly. Let's go. All right, y'all, all three of these grills are fantastic grills, but each one of them has a certain person or type of people they're best suited for. Let's go over that real quick. Now this is the smallest one of the bunch. We'll go over it first. It's called the Mesa II 415BZ. Now this grill, according to Monument, is best suited for the starter family. The guys just getting their first grill, family just for the first time getting a grill. I also think of a couple other people this is great for. People live in an apartment or in a condominium. They have a balcony or a back porch, as long as the rules and regulations of the complex allow you to have one. Perfect size for that. And then lastly, I think of people who are older than me. Yes, there are people who are older than me, and they no longer able to do charcoal, get a chimney going to charcoal, that kind of thing is more of a hassle for them, but they still want to cook outside. Perfect grill for them. Now this grill has 49,000 BTUs, plenty of power, 37,000 in the cook chamber, 12,000 here on the side burner. It's also got 4 burners in here, 2 regular burners here, they're 8,500 BTUs each, and then 2 of the broil zone that are 10,000 BTUs each. We're going to use those in just a few minutes. They got 405 square inches of cooking space with a warming tray up here, so plenty of power to do what you want to do. Also underneath, it's got some storage space for a small grill. This is pretty good storage space. I really like this peg system they have to hold your tools in here. You can hang your spatula or your tongs or a towel, whatever, right there. Keep all your tools together. And then the last thing I'll show you is this collapsible tray right there. I really like that table that on the side of your grill. You need one of those really badly, but you can collapse it so it takes up less space in your garage or wherever you keep it. Now, this grill is super easy to put together. I really like that. For the younger couple or the older couple, it's very simple to put together. Monument says this grill gets to 500 degrees in 5 minutes. That's fantastic. We're gonna put that to the test here in a minute. We're gonna sear off some tuna steaks. Let me get them out here and we'll put them on. All right, folks, we're gonna warm our grill up now before we season our tuna. That way, after we're finished seasoning, it should be ready to go. Let's go ahead and turn these on. We're gonna turn the knobs. You'll hear it click. You should see a flame right there. Saw that one. Here goes the next one. Flame there. Here goes our broil zone. And it's flaming too. Good heat. Now we're going to close the lid and let this warm up completely. We want it to be around 500 and 550 at least when we go to put our tuna steaks on. So let's go ahead and get the lid closed down and let's season up our tuna steaks. All right, folks, here's our tuna steaks. Get a good look at those. Looking really, really nice, I think. Good looking steaks. What I want to do is spray a little bit of avocado on high temperature oil on them as a binder. Just kind of spread it around both sides. One thing about these steaks, they're not real thick. This is only about 3/4 of an inch probably. That one's gonna cook a little faster than this one's a little thicker. It's gonna cook a little faster probably. That's okay though. Just gotta watch our temperature. Our goal is 125 internal temperature when we go to pull these off. Now, I'm gonna use Grumpy's Amped All-Purpose Rub. Now, if you've not used this, I'm telling you guys, this is how versatile it is. I use it on chicken, steak, brisket, asparagus, popcorn, potatoes, and now fish. Guys, this stuff is really good. I got a link for it in the description. It's a rub I make myself. If you're not familiar with it, it's really good. So we're gonna try some of that on this. Won't take much because it's a pretty fish. We want the fish taste to come out really well. So we don't want to cover the taste of it up. We just want to enhance it, amp it a little bit, amp it up a little bit. All right, guys, now we'll check our grill. Probably won't be quite to 550. That's pretty quick. We won't quite be 550 yet or 500 yet, but I'm sure it's close. Let's go ahead and check out the grill. All right, folks, we have got our grill ready. It's actually over 600 degrees now. I had to go inside and find my instant read. I had misplaced my instant read thermometer. Finally found it, but while we're waiting to do that, our temperature got up pretty good. So we're definitely okay on temperature. We're close to 700 degrees, actually about 650. Well, that's fine, no big deal. We'll open the lid up. That's gonna cool things off quite a bit anyway. So we've got our tuna steaks here ready to go. So we'll go ahead and get these on. We're gonna put them on the broil zone, about 1.5 minutes, roughly. The one is a little thinner than the other, so maybe about 1 minute. Rotate them a little bit and then flip them over after about another minute. So let's go ahead and get these on. That's hot. Set this lid down. We're gonna go for about 1 minute here. We've got our timer going over here. and we'll take a look at it and go about a minute and rotate them a little bit to get that crosshatch look is what we're looking for. All right, folks, it's been about a minute now. Let's go ahead and turn these, just rotate them a little bit. I meant to spray this grate with a little bit of avocado oil, but I think we're okay. I don't want to get that stuck too bad. Inside stick a little bit. There we go. Let's just turn them a little bit. Now guys, these are not going to be that really ruby pink because these are not sushi grade. They need to be a little bit cooked a little more than that. They are not. They're actually got these at Sam's. They're not sushi grade, so I do want to cook them a little bit longer, so they will, you know, be safe, obviously. Right. Again, these are pretty thin. I don't want to go too far on them. They're easy to overcook if you're not careful. All right, looking really good. I'm pleased with the way they look so far. Get good cross hatches. We're going to go about a minute here on this side, then we'll start temping. So I want to get to about 125 degrees internal. Pull them off, let them rest. They'll continue to climb a little bit. Let's go ahead and check one to see where we're at. It's hard to do without doing it on the side here. We're at 116 on that one. We're about done there, guys. I'm not going to overcook these. This one might be even already. It's hot. Woo, it's hot. Okay. Let's see what this one. They may be overdone already because it's so thin. And that was a little overdone. We're going to pull that one off. We're going to pull them both off actually, and let them cook. That's how long that took, guys. You pretty much saw the entire cook there. So actually that thin one did get overdone a little bit. We'll take a look and see the difference in the two. The thinner one got overcooked because it's so thin it cooked faster than the other one did. So we'll take a look at them. We'll go to the cutting board here and we'll take a look. All right, folks, so our tuna steak's finished, and I do think the thinner one may have overcooked a little bit. We'll cut it open first and see how it looks. We got it to about 130, 132. But we'll see how it looks. It's a little thinner than the other one, which is, you know, you can kind of guess it will be overcooked. That's not too bad. Actually looks pretty good. Let me get a little close to it. It's a little not pink enough, a little overdone. It's hot, that's for sure. Holy moly, it's hot on the bottom. A little bit of pink in it, just a little bit though. So it's not bad for tuna steaks that you want to make sure you get done well. Now let's slice the other one and take a look at it on the inside. It gets about 118 before I pulled it, probably closer to 120. Let's see. There we go. That's what we're looking for right there. And that's just pure difference in thickness of the steaks. Same heat, of course, but really good looking steak right there. I really like the looks of that one because that one's gonna be a lot more moist. It won't be so dry. No, the thinner one's gonna be a little bit dry. So we're gonna take a bite of the better cooked one, duh, right? And take a look, see what we think. Cheers, folks. That's really good. Like I say, I'm not much of a fish person. That was pretty darn good, I have to admit. So go 118, 120, something like that. You'll end up with a steak just like this. If you want it to be a little bit more, go 125, 130 in that range. Have a little more cooked. So, all right, guys, our next cook is going to be on the Denali. Let's go over the Denali now. I'll show you all about it. All right, folks, up next is the Denali 605 Pro. Now, obviously, it's quite a big step up from the Mesa II. It's much, much larger, obviously. Now, Monument has this grill kind of pegged for people who are more the pro type grill, what they call the family gathering grill. This thing will feed a ton of people. Obviously, it's 900 square inches of cooking space. If you have a lot of gatherings, a lot of people, family gatherings, whether it be family reunions, parties, things like that, you have it in your church. Resorts have things like this at the poolside for large, gatherings as well. So this is a really, really professional type grill. It's got 5 infrared, what they call their 5-blade infrared burners, and then 1 ceramic infrared burner as well for searing, and also a searing station on the side. It has Bluetooth capabilities, so that you can monitor your temperature. If you're having a party and you're off talking to Bill or Tom about the ball game, you gotta look and see what the temperature is on your meat. You can do it right there on your phone without having to man the grill the whole time. It does cook a lot, so you're not stuck at the grill the whole time. It cooks a whole lot of food. I think 35 burgers is what they say can fit on this thing. What's really cool about it, like I said, 900 square inches in here, but then you have what they call their complete kitchen. You can remove this and put things like a griddle plate in. You can put a pizza stone, things like that. They've got a lot of options for accessories that allow you to use that right over the searing station. So really high temperature stuff works really well there. You make smash burgers on a griddle plate type thing. So it does a really good job as far as that goes. I've used it a few times. I've had this, they gave this to me a few months ago to do a video. I'll put a link to it right here. That way you can kind of see what else I did on this thing. But we're gonna do some chicken thighs on this, and we're gonna see how many we can fit on here comfortably and see about cooking those things and show you how many they can fit and how fast they cook and how well they cook. So let's get the chicken thighs out and get them on. All right, guys, we're gonna fire the grill up now. and get it preheated for these chicken thighs. I've got the gas on already underneath. So all you got to do with this is just turn these knobs to where they're on. You hear the gas start running. Turn them all on, whichever ones you want to turn on. Ignition button's right there. Just boom, you heard it fire up there. Now I'm not running the sear station. I'm just running the 5-blade infrared burners. I'll let them get up. I'm going to turn them pretty low. I don't want to get it too hot in here. I want my chicken to, I want it to burn, of course. So we're going to turn it down pretty far. I'm going to cook at about 300 degrees is what I'm hoping to cook at, and then we'll put the chicken all across the grate and have to move it around, of course, and cook it. So once this gets to temperature, I'll bring them out and put them on. All right, folks, I know you can't see it, but right here's the thermometer. It's telling me what the temperature is, and you can't see it because of the sun glare. Right now it says it's 125 degrees. So we'll let it go for a few minutes here and see where it gets up to 300 range. We'll adjust the knobs if we have to. But that's one thing that's really nice about the Denali. It tells you the temperature inside the grill right there on that pad. So we'll watch for it and adjust accordingly. All right, folks, here we go. We're gonna put these chicken thighs on here. I've got 2 trays of these. The temperature of the grill was right at 378 when I decided to put these on. I've got the burners turned pretty much all the way down almost. Of course, this chicken will calm that temperature down some too. Now our goal temperature for these is right at 200 degrees internal, because that will help render that fat down really well and hopefully crisp some skin up pretty good. That's our intent here. I may not fit all these on there, but I'm gonna get a ton, as you can tell. I got a bunch here. Whatever I don't fill here, I put it on the Mesa II and finish it out there. Here we go. 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. About 20 or 21 chicken thighs right there. Put the lid down. Now we'll monitor these pretty closely. Now this thing can get to 700 degrees in 10 minutes. Now we're obviously not going that high, but that's one of the features. It's very, very fast and hot running. We've got this nice glass plate window too that you can see in there pretty well. If you can see or not, hopefully you can. But I can see in there, see the chicken without having to open the lid. So we're gonna let this run for a bit. I'll bring you guys back as we start doing something with it. But it's gonna take probably, I'm guessing, 45 minutes to an hour. I don't know, we'll find out how long all these chicken thighs will take. But I'll be back whenever there's something to show you. All right, folks, I'm gonna go ahead and flip some of these. These back corners, especially this one over here, seems to be the one that runs the hottest. Let's take a look at that. We'll flip that over and beat him off of the chicken thigh. Look at the size of that thing. It's getting cooked there a little bit, so just flip some of these over. Some are cooking more than others. I worry about the smaller ones, of course, getting done really quickly compared to the bigger ones. Like this one's pretty little. We'll close our lid back, let it go there for a few minutes, and bring you back whenever there's something to see. See, this has been going another 20 minutes since I've last talked to you guys. I was another 15 minutes at the most they'll be done. Maybe not that long. We're going to keep it on real close, but I'll bring you guys back when they're all done and I'm pulling them off. All right, folks, our chicken thighs have finished on the Monument Grills Denali 605 Pro gas grill. They took about an hour, hour and 10 minutes or so. Some of the smaller ones finished first. I put them on the top row, of course, and let them stay warm while the others finished on the actual cooking grate. We had just over 20, I think 21 or 22. They look great, they smell great. I can't wait to try one. I did fail to tell you that I did use amped all-purpose rub. I want to probably all the time now. I hate to say it every time, but I did use that, those who wanted to know. Let's dive in and try one of these things. They're going to be hot. They haven't been off maybe 5 minutes. Close up look at that as well. Good looking chicken thigh here. Again, here's a chicken thigh off the Denali 605 Pro from Monument Grills. Cheers, folks. Hot. Guys, that is so good. I wish I could give everybody a bottle of that rub just so they could try it. It's that good. I can't do it, of course, but I wish I could give everybody a bottle of that. Now, the chicken skin wasn't as crisp as I like. I probably would get better at that the more I use the gas grill, of course. I've done some indirect on the gas grill. Had great skin on them. These were all direct, and I should have turned it up maybe a little bit more at the end to kind of crisp the skin up. I don't know. I'm not familiar with gas grills, as you guys know. I'm more of a charcoal or wood guy. I love using these gas grills, getting used to them, but it's definitely different. But the flavor is fantastic. They're done really well. Let me let you see the inside of that. Just so juicy and tender. Really good tasting thigh, man. I tell you, but dripping everywhere. These things are great, guys. So now we've done tuna steaks on the Mesa II 415 BZ gas grill from Monument Grills. Now we've done chicken thighs on the Denali 605 Pro from Monument Grills. Only thing left is the Eminence 605, and we're gonna do that next. We're gonna cook wait and see. All right, folks, this is the Eminence 605 from Monument Grills. It's what they call their flagship grill. I call it their Mac Daddy grill because there's more features and benefits on this grill than any other Monument grill. Now, who's this one made for? This is made for that professional cook who's gonna cook a lot every day. It's also designed for someone who wants a grill for a long term, right? Something they're gonna have a long time at their house, and they like the bells and whistles, the features and benefits, some of which you don't need, some of which you really, really do need, and some of which you just really enjoy. It's actually 89,000 BTUs with 860 square inches of cooking space. So think about that. A little less cooking space than the Denali, but a lot more BTUs, and there's a reason for that, and I'll share that with you in a minute. It's got 6 blade infrared burners, and then one additional burner here we'll go over in just a second. That's one of the features and benefits I'm talking about. Here's some more. Down below, there's a nice rack right here for storage purposes. One of the coolest features I think that every grill needs to have, and I don't know anybody else that has it, is this scale right here that weighs your propane unless you know how much you have left. There's, on the display, I'll show you in a minute, there's a light that tells you how much you have left if you're getting low or not. And that's really cool because it's terrible to start off a grill and cooking session and run out of propane. Something else it has is this little trash can here. That's great. I mean, so far I'm using it for storage, but over here on the side has actually got a really nice side burner too, a searing station for steaks or anything else you want to sear. We'll be using that today, as a matter of fact. Now let's take a look on the inside. All right, folks, looking inside the grill, we'll take out a stainless steel grate here first. Let's just see that. It's really good thick gauge steel as well. What's nice about stainless steel is it doesn't rust. It lasts forever. It's easy to maintain, easy to clean. It's just very simple to use, and these will last a long, long time. So very nice. Also, there's a warming rack here at the very top of the grill. The one thing I'm really excited to show you is this back here. This is a rotisserie burner. This grill comes with a rotisserie kit and a free cover, just like the Denali does, but the Denali does not have this rotisserie burner in the back wall. This red knob here is what controls that rotisserie burner. But you can do rotisserie chicken, prime rib, anything like that you want to do rotisserie, you can do it right here with this burner. Works beautifully. Now let's take a look at the LED screen for temperature control. All right, folks, here is the digital display that's available with the Eminence. Now, this display is only usable with power. You have to plug it in or use one of those USB battery chargers, portable battery chargers you can plug in there. To use the grill, you don't need this. If you want to do hamburgers or hot dogs, you don't care about the temperature in the grill, you can still use your grill. You need this to maintain or realize and set your temperature within the grill. And also, you've got 2 temperature probes here that you can plug in as well. And you can use these to monitor the temperature in your meat. Really pretty cool. But you do need power for this, but you don't need power to use the actual grill. Now, something else I want to show you is this little green light right here, right above the 88. You'll notice the 88 there, but right above it is propane scale that I told you about underneath the grill that the propane tank sits on. That tells you how much you have left. Like right now it's green, you've got plenty. As it starts turning yellow, you've got less, you're getting low, maybe halfway. As you get to quarter tank, I don't think there's exact measurements, but it'll go to red. When you get red, you're getting low. Time to go get some more propane if you're gonna have a cookout. So, but right now, as green or yellow, you're probably pretty good. So, pretty neat. Now, there's one other feature I wanna show you. It's the lighting feature. The knobs light up, and there's a button for it right here. Heard it beep, and you can't see it right now. I wanna see if I can show up a clip while I'm talking here of these lights, different light patterns. Now, as they turn red, they start off white, I think, and then turn to blue and green, I think, and then once they get red, that means you are lit, you are hot, and that people will know the grill's on, they know it's hot. But you can actually change the light patterns too. It does a lot of different things, and I'll add it into this video so you can kind of see the color change. It's pretty neat, pretty cool thing. So nonetheless, another feature. This won't make you cook any better, but it's kind of fun to have. All right, folks, there's the Eminence 605 gas grill from Monument Grills, but there's one other feature I've not shared with you yet. I need to. This grill runs off of propane gas, of course, that's what we're using today. But it has a natural gas conversion kit. So if you have natural gas at your house, you can hook it straight to it and cook out whenever you want to. Speaking of that, we're gonna cook out today. We're gonna do 2 reverse-seared cowboy steaks that weigh about 3 pounds each. We'll put them over here. We'll turn our couple burners on over here, get to 250 degrees. Once our steaks get to 120 degrees, we'll pull them off and throw them right onto the sear station. I'll bring them out, let's get them seasoned up. All right, folks, while we season the steaks, I want the grill to go ahead and preheat. Now our goal is to cook at 250 degrees. So I'm gonna cook our steaks on this side of the grill. I want to turn this one burner on, just one burner, on about medium. I'm not sure what it'll take to get there. I won't make you watch till we get to 250, but I'll tell you where we're gonna start. We're gonna start on one burner at medium and see how it goes. We'll watch our temperature display here, and once we get to 250, we'll put our steaks on course. So let's go ahead and fire this one up, put our lid down. Now we'll watch our display over here till we get to 250. Once we get to 250, we'll put the steaks on. So now while this is preheating, let's go ahead and get our steaks out and get them seasoned up. All right, folks, here's our 2 cowboy steaks that we're gonna go ahead and season up, but I'm gonna go ahead and, just so you know, I dry browned these last night with some Diamond Crystal kosher salt, and that's why they're looking really, really nice and bright red. So, but I am gonna use a little bit of avocado oil, and you can guess it, I'm gonna use my Grumpy's Amped All-Purpose Rub on these steaks. I cannot wait to try. This is such a good rub. Can't wait to use it. And I'm gonna put some avocado spray on these, just lightly as a binder, even though I did that dry brown last night. I want this rub to stick really well. So we're gonna use a decent amount. I did use some decent amount of salt, so I'm not gonna go crazy with this rub, but I'm gonna put some on there, of course, because it definitely will be able to handle that pretty well, because it's such a big, thick piece of it. These are 3 pounds each, man. Look at that. Look at the thickness of those. Very nicely thick steaks. We'll let these sit for a few minutes before we put them on the grill. Let them kind of get closer to room temperature, so they will be perfect to go ahead and grill on a reverse sear. All right, folks, I want to show you the app here, what it looks like on your phone. You can monitor that temperature. See, we're at 214 degrees now. It is climbing. We'll put the steaks on here in a second, but if you can't see this, I will not be showing this clip. Hopefully you can see those numbers. I think you can. 216, 214. So we're gonna actually, we've got both the first 2 burners on, and the second one we've got a little bit, maybe about halfway. We're gonna turn it up a little bit more, get us closer to 250, and go ahead and put our steaks on in just a second. But that's the app. Well, let's just see what it looks like. Super easy to hook up to, by the way. All right, folks, here we go. We're gonna put the 2 steaks on this side over here. There's one, and there's the other. I'll let those go right at, we're just shy of 250, but I'm gonna go ahead and put them on. We'll adjust the temperature as we go here. Now we are rocking and rolling. All right, guys, so we're now down 212, 214. I'll bring you guys back when we hit 120, and we're gonna pull them off and sear them. All right, folks, here we go. We're gonna go ahead and take the one off that's 118 right now. It's number 1 probe. So we're gonna find number 1 probe, make sure, I think it's the back one. We're gonna take it just like this and lay it right onto the searing station. Boy, it looks good, doesn't it? Look at that, guys. Boy, that looks good. All right, let's sear this thing off now. Look, that one might be done, guys. Yeah, look at that. Fantastic. I'll set it over here on the cutting board to rest while the other one finishes. All right, folks, the second steak has reached 123, which was my goal temperature. So we're gonna pull it off, and we are going to go ahead and hook this steak and put it straight onto the searing station again. Take a look at it real quick before we do that. Look at that steak, guys. That looks fantastic, doesn't it? Gosh, it's hot. Ooh, that bone's hot. Here we go, here we go. Oh, it's hot. Now, folks, I know a lot of people will let these rest before they sear them, but where these are not going to carry over a lot of, you know, it cooked them so low. We don't really need to let them rest. We could, but I got that searing plate very hot. You know, turned it on well before the steak was ready to be seared, and got a good piping hot before I put it on there. So I think we'll be fine here. Just what I did was the way to do it this time. Again, as y'all know, my experience with gas grills is somewhat limited, but that's the way I decided to do this one. So just sear right away. So. All right, folks, I think that's about got it. Let's look at this side here. Oh yeah, looking good. I'm happy with that. We'll pull that off and let that rest. All right, y'all, both steaks are done. Both steaks have rested. Of course, the one we took off first has rested a little longer. This is the one we first took off. It's when we did a 118 and pulled off and seared. So let's go ahead and cut it open, cut it off the bone, and see how we did here. So what I want to do is just follow that bone down. All right. We'll save that gnaw on a little bit later. So now what I want to do, I want to save all that fat too. I'm not going to cut it off. We'll cut this thing right in half and see how it looks right in the middle. Oh yeah. That looks fantastic, guys. Up close look here. Look at that, guys. That's fantastic looking steak. Beautifully well done, medium rare. Let's cut a slice and see what we think. Cheers. This is a 118, taken off the grill at 118 off the Monument Grills Eminence 605 gas grill, using Grumpy's Amped All-Purpose Rub, cooked 118, then seared off on the side searing station. Cheers, folks. That's just terrible. Guys, it's really good, obviously. Never hear anybody say that, though, do you? That is fantastic, though, guys. I really like that steak. I love the convenience of a gas grill, but it definitely misses the charcoal flavoring you would get with any kind of charcoal grill or wood burning grill. The Grumpy's Amped helps, and the fact I dry brine it overnight with salt really helps get flavor down into it. but I would love to have some more charcoal wood flavoring. However, this was much easier. Walked out, turned it on, and it was ready to go, right? There's no charcoal lighting, all that kind of stuff. So there's give and take with both, right? Now let's cut open the one. Let's take the one off that we did a little bit further along and see how it looks. This one looks a little more done, which is it should. See how it looks on the inside. See if we can tell a difference. Yeah, a little difference. I think you definitely can. It's still really nice and pink, but it's not quite as pink as the one that was done a little, 5 to 10 degrees less. But they look really, really good. I'm really pleased with these steaks. I really liked them. I really like the grill. It does a great job, great features, great benefits, the whole 9 yards. It's definitely a bells and whistles type grill. It's the most expensive of the bunch, but it definitely has more value as well. So let's wrap this up and summarize all 3 of these. I'll be back in a second. All right, folks, we have come full circle. We are right back where we started from with these 3 gas grills, except I cooked on them for you since then. We did some tuna steaks here on the Mesa II 415 BZ. We did some chicken thighs on the Denali 605 Pro, and we did some cowboy steaks here on the Eminence 605. So you've seen what these 3 grills can do. Now all you gotta do is find out which one best suits you. If you're in the market for a gas grill, I feel very certain one of these 3 grills will fit you perfectly. Be sure and look in the description below for some links to these grills and some links to some really good discount codes. Be sure and check those out too. Guys, I hope you got some value out of today's video. Please hit the like button and please subscribe to our channel. We would greatly appreciate that. Until next time, I'll meet you at the smoker.